Hello there, Nathan from WPBUILDS here. A very short tutorial video all about A/B testing, split testing if you like, this time with a plugin from the Beaver team crew. Tom Carlos at Beaver Team has put this together, and it's called Beaver Builder A/B split testing, and it's a really quick and effective way of doing split testing if you are using Beaver Builder, which I am. So here we go. I have a brand new site here. It's got basically nothing in it. We've got two pages that I've set up, one called the home page and one called button test page. They're utterly blank at the moment. Just to show you, inside the plugin area, I have Beaver Builder installed, Beaver Themer, which I won't be making use of, and the plugin here, Beaver Builder A/B Tests. Okay, if you activate this plugin, which is available from here, then you get this new custom post type called experiments. Now, experiments is the word that the plugin uses for A/B tests. You want an experiment. You want to test one thing against at least one other thing, but it could be two or three other things. I'm going to do a simple test with one row against another row, and we're going to see if we can measure which is the winner. Okay, so we'll go to all experiments, and as you'll see, there's nothing in there at the moment. So I'm going to click new experiment, and I'm going to give it a name. So I'm going to say home page background row color. And the reason that I'm going to do that is because I'm going to change the row color of a background, and we'll see which one wins. Now, the only other setting in here is the conversion page. And the idea is that, let's say that we go to the home page and we're presented with one option and we click on it. It should take us to the winning URL, and the plugin is going to measure, okay, how many times has this URL been linked to successfully from the A test or the B test, and that'll become obvious later. Now, you would normally then put a URL into here to sort of judge the success and begin to draw data, but there's also a way to do it with the plugin itself, so I'll come back to that a little bit later. So now we've got homepage background row color test experiment, so I'm going to publish that. And if we go into all experiments, we'll now see there it is, and there are some points here which is going to start gathering some data. There's visits, conversions, conversion rate, and when it was started. Okay, but obviously there is no data just yet. Okay, so what we need to do then is to set up some Beaver Builder rows to decide which one is going to be the most preferred. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go to pages, all pages, and in my home page, I'm going to use Beaver Builder to edit. And you can see at the moment it's completely blank. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick some of these nice pre-built rows, and I think I shall click on Heroes. And what I'm going to do, just for simplicity, I'm going to add in this white section here. Okay. And I'm also going to add in one more, this dark one. And obviously you can see that there's a real contrast between those two. One is dark and one is light. Okay, let's publish that. And you'll see that both of them appear on the page. Now, this is not the intention, of course, is it? We don't want to show both of these. We would like to show one of them or a different one, and then work out which one of those rows is performing better. Okay, right. So let's go back into Beaver Builder. And the first thing that I suppose we need to do is we need to link to the success URL. So what I'm going to do is on both of them, I'm going to click on my button and give the link to the correct place. So let's go into here, click select. Now, I think the page was called button test page. Okay, so what we're doing is we're linking this button to my success page. Okay, and I'm going to click save. Now, I need to do the same here. So I'm going to click select and type in test, and it will give me my link. Now, I could have just duplicated this row and changed its background, but because they were all pre-built, that's going to be fine. And that would have enabled me to not, search for the link twice. Okay, so there we go. Now we need to link these rows to our experiment so that Beaver Builder, well, the plugin knows only to serve this or this in the experiment. So what we're going to do is, the way that that works is you're going to go into the wrench here for the row, and you're going to click Advanced, and scroll down, and you'll find this section here called Experiment, and we need to search for the name of the experiment that we set up, and we called ours Homepage Background Row Color, and we've selected it. It's now part of that experiment. And we need to give it a name so that when we are judging which one is the winner, we're going to be able to have a name, a way of easily spotting it. So I'm going to put light background because this row is the light background, and I'm going to save it. Now you'll notice usually Beaver Builder has either a blue set of UI components or an orange one, depending on how the row has been set up. But for this, it's now turned green. That's to show that this is part of an A/B test. This one is still blue, so I need to go into here and do exactly the same thing. Click Advanced, go down to Experiment, search for the name of the experiment, which was Homepage Background Row Color, and give this a variation name, and we'll call this Dark Background. Okay, save. Okay, so just to recap, what we've done is we've got two rows which are contrasting, and one of them showing a light color, one of them showing a dark color, and we've linked the button to our success page. Okay, all right, so far so good. Let's click Done and Publish. Now if you notice, if we were to go to this in an incognito tab, let's click on an incognito tab and load it. We only get one of those sections now, which is the desired result. It's showing us the white one. Now, for consistency's sake, the plugin is setting a cookie so that if I visit this page again, I'm going to see the white one, because obviously it would be a bit silly to keep showing to the same user a completely different variation each time. So in order to see the dark variation, I'm just going to have to keep opening it up, and eventually, hopefully, I will get lucky and see the dark version at some point. 3 in a row I've got of the light version. Okay, I practiced with this earlier, and I got loads of the same one. It's completely random. It's like tossing a coin. Obviously, there we go. Obviously, if we had more variations set up, maybe 3 or 4 or 5, there's a greater chance, but it was like tossing a coin. There we go. We've now got the blue one. All right, so it proves that it works. All right, let's close that down. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to link this all to our success page so that the plugin knows, okay, somebody received the light background and they clicked on the button and got to the success page. We'll chalk that up as a victory for the white background. Or they went to the dark background, they got shown the dark background and they clicked on the button. Good, a success for the dark background. Okay, so here is my page that I wish to be the success page, and I'm going to go into Beaver Builder. And I will quickly just add in a saved row, pre-built row with a bit of content. Let's just drag that in. So some content could be anything at all. But now I'm going to go into modules, click the down arrow, and we've got Beaver Team as an option here. So modules, click the arrow, Beaver Team, and we've got this conversion module, and we'll drop that in. Now what this is doing is it's not displaying anything on the site. In Beaver Builder you can see it, but when you go to the page itself you shan't be able to see this. But we need to tell it, okay, this is giving us data for the experiment. So my experiment was called Homepage Background Row Color. Okay, and we'll click Save. So all that we've done is we've linked then this page with that experiment. So let's click Done and Publish, and you can see on the front end it's gone, although if we were to enter Beaver Builder, there it is. Okay, all right, perfect. Now then, we now have got a situation where if somebody goes to our home page, they're going to see either the dark version or the light version, and if they click on the button, we're going to start receiving data which will go into our experiments area over here. Okay, so let's look at that in an incognito window. All right, so we've been shown the white version. Okay, so let's click on the button and we will close that down. Let's open it up another time. Now we've got the dark version randomly. Let's click on the button. So that should be 1-all because I've clicked the button one time on the dark version and one time on the light version. Let's open it up again in an I keep doing it in an incognito tab so that I don't keep seeing the same thing. So now we should have 2-1 for the dark version. Okay, so should we go into the experiments tab and look at all experiments here? And there you can see, perfect, perfect, perfect. 2-1 conversions over here. Now, it's been visited more times because at the beginning I was showing it to you, wasn't I? And I was trying to make it appear. So you can see that the light version has been displayed 5 times and it's converted once. The dark version has been displayed 3 times and it's been converted twice, which means on my terribly unscientific set of data that the dark version with 60 odd percent is the winner and the light version is not the winner. Okay, now if you were to go back into here, we get a breakdown which is slightly more easy to understand. The winner goes at the top with the green color and so on and so forth. And the more variations you've got, the further down here it will go. Now, when I was in the page with Beaver Builder and I used the module to, well, let me explain what I'm talking about. Let's go back into pages. Click on Beaver Builder. This module that I dropped in here, I don't need to use that. I could, if I wished, just paste in the URL. Well, not with the FL Builder because that's Beaver Builder. I could just paste in this URL and it would do exactly the same thing. The good thing about this is that means that you can use non-Beaver Builder pages. So for example, you might have archive pages or something else. So you can do this without Beaver Builder, but you must use Beaver Builder to set up the experiments. So there we go. How fun is that? Really, really cool. Now, we've got a bit of a deal at the moment. If you go to wpbuilds.com/contribute, I did a video, very similar video than the one that you've just watched with Tom the other day, and he was very kind. If you click on Beaver Builder A/B split testing over here, Tom was very kind because he offered us some really nice pricing. Now, the way it works is, at the moment, he's in a bit of an early bird. Where's the page gone? There it is. He's in a bit of an early bird pre-sale, and he's trying to sell 30 licenses very cheaply. And he wants to sell those licenses. Well, here are the licenses. Normally, it would be $89 per year for a single site, $189 per year for up to 10 sites, and $299 per year for the unlimited license. Now, what he's done in his pre-sale, he's offering this license for $89. So you can get the Pro license for $89, which comes with 10 sites. However, if you use the offer code WPBUILDS, okay, he will bump that up to 12 sites. So you'll get more for the same amount of money. So my suggestion would be, if you're into this, go to wpbuilds.com/contribute. From there, click on the Beaver Builder A/B testing, and there is a link right here which you can use, and use this offer code WPBUILDS, all uppercase, no spaces. I'll put the link in the bottom of this video, but I think that explains it fairly clearly. If you've got any questions, you can certainly reach out to me in the comments or perhaps get in touch with Tom. Tom's URL is beaver.team, and this is the name of the product. But yeah, don't forget to use the offer code WPBUILDS in order to get yourself this extra 2 licenses for the same price. And if you make the top 30, you'll have got the whole thing for a really good price. You'll get 12 licenses for $89 every year from now on. Now he's going to be adding a load of extra functionality. At the moment it only works with rows, but it's going to be working with any component on a Beaver Builder page soon. And also he's going to be adding a load of charts and things here so that you can see the data much more clearly. Okay, great. I hope that was of some use. Very cool. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.